Brian Regan is here.
Hey!
Hey, guys. I hope you don't mind. Just for you guys, I brought in some nude photos of myself that were, they're very tastefully done.
Tastefully, yeah.
It's a tasteful spread.
It's just not me nude for no reason, you know. It's me doing things, you know. This one right here, you can take. This is me gardening.
Right. I like this one with the goat.
That one with the goat.
It's very tasteful.
Yeah,
No, it's right out of Playgirl. Because Playgirl, they don't have just pictures of guys naked. They have guys working on their dragster.
Guys in the fire station.
Right. Yeah, like
Sliding down the
this
pole.
one is me changing a light bulb.
And look, ooh, you dropped something in this one.
Darn daisy.
Pick that up there.
Is that soap? What is that? So, welcome. We're excited about seeing you at the Comedy Club tonight.
Hey,
is this
thank
your
you.
first time in Birmingham?
Actually, I played here like a long time ago, years ago, before they had this Stardome thing, which I've heard a lot of good things about.
It's a beautiful venue. You're going to love it.
That's what I've heard, man.
I've seen you play some big venues. I saw you at the Gator Growl.
You saw me there?
Yes, in Gainesville.
Wow.
That was huge.
Yeah, me too.
You didn't go.
No, I didn't.
That was a huge event, and I saw you in Jacksonville, Florida, many times at the old Punchline and at the Comedy Zone.
Oh, wow, cool.
Many times. So
See, he would have believed it, though. You just pick a place where he's been and say, hey, man, I saw you over there. Yeah.
I just picked something vague. You were east of the Mississippi. I saw you at that place.
You're at that place with the brick wall behind you.
Performing with all the people watching.
The microphone.
At that place with the
Yeah.
sound system. That was me.
well, you also, people would know you because you used to host Short Attention Span Theater on Comedy Central.
Right. I did that for a short time. That was fun.
And then also, of course, you've been on all the big TV shows. And people would probably stop you more because you have done this thing for Coca-Cola that they show before the movies, the movie theater.
Yeah, the Coca-Cola buying a Coke and popcorn spot where I'm supposed to sneak in a little, bit from my stand-up. What's weird is I realized right when they started taping these things that this was not really about my stand-up comedy. It was about selling Coca-Cola.
Right, sure.
Because
Yeah.
like my first take was, hey, I'll take a popcorn and a Coke. Cut. Large Coke. Large Coke.
They make you say Coca-Cola, right?
Did they say Coca-Cola or Coke?
I think it was a Coke or a Coca-Cola, but it was large every time. They wanted to get that, that subliminal
Sell
message.
the large.
So people would get up with their arms zombie-like, I am going to go get a large Coke. I want a large one. And I could completely flub my little joke. They didn't care. Cut. Say extra large. Delicious, effervescent Coca-Cola beverage. And then do your little joke thing. Do that however you want to do it.
Or don't, whatever.
So you're going to do any more of them?
They might air some more. We filmed 4 of them, and they've showed 2 of them, I think.
You're getting some good residuals.
A nice little piece of cake there.
Lifetime supply, Coke. I mean, Coca-Cola,
I
effervescent,
get
delicious.
large Cokes.
Large, big Cokes. But in that bit, you tapped upon something that we've all done.
Just thinking about it makes me laugh.
Because we all just spontaneously throw back you two instead of responding to people with any thought.
Well, it's a bit that I do in my thing with just saying you two at the wrong time, and it's like getting out of a cab at the airport, and the driver says have a nice flight. You're like, you too. You too. You have a nice flight too. In case you ever fly someday.
I know you're driving the cab right now, but
Yeah, I know, but if you get a chance to park the cab and then maybe buy an airline ticket and fly, then at that time you could have a nice flight.
you got to backtrack yourself so that you're right and say you
Yeah,
too.
so it all makes sense.
Right.
And I actually did this a few months ago at the airport. I checked in, and the woman gave me the ticket and told me the gate, and she said, have a nice flight. And I said, you too. And I said, boy, was that stupid. And she said, well, don't worry. People say that all the time. And I was like, you don't understand. If anybody should know better,
Oh, you just said it like you were planning on saying, oh,
You
man.
all people should know better.
But the face in the Coke things, when you say, you too, just kind of...
that's it.
I'm an idiot.
That's the thing with Brian is you have to see him. It's very physical. It's a very physical show.
It's a physicality type of thing.
You must be worn out because you do like kind of hunched over, walking around on stage at the end of the program. You got to be.
Well, I started in a comedy club with a 5-foot ceiling.
Is that right?
So that gave me the whole crouch down thing. When I branched out of that club, I didn't realize I could actually stand up. You know, the first time
you'll evolve and become Homo erectus. Stand all the way up.
All the other stand-ups, they stand up. I haven't quite learned that technique. You know, I never even realized I did that until I had moved to New York and I was doing my first like cable TV show up there. And I did my set. I got off stage and the cameraman took me aside and said, "Hey, I got to talk to you." He goes, "You got a real problem, man." He goes, "You are crouched down and walking all over." He goes, "I'm lucky if I got half of what you did on camera. You have to learn how to stand up and do your stuff." And I actually like listened to the guy for like a month. I was trying to just stand there. And then all my other comedian friends were going, "Why don't you do what you normally do?" And I was like, I didn't know that it was a thing, you know?
Told the camera guy, you ought to learn how to move the camera.
That's what I've since learned. You know, isn't it your job to turn the camera?
Yeah, it's
when
not
I
welded
walk?
on the tripod, buddy. Do your job. I'll do mine.
You know, I came back in after smoking a cigarette and found out you were out of the camera range. You can't be doing that, man. I go for walks.
I push the on button, I come back.
Like to go have a drink at the bar, and you with the walking around.
Moving side to side crap.
Crazy walking man.
Stop that already.
So what other kind of things might we expect
in the show tonight? What's been going on in the world that you're going to be talking about?
Well, I just do every day. You know, I don't know. I was watching the news the other day, and did you ever see when these newscasters do the Spanish accent thing?
Yeah.
The one word only Spanish accent.
The Alex Trebek thing.
Yeah, he's notorious. Yeah, and you know that like he works on those before taping. You know. I think he's from Canada, right?
Right.
And so he has the French thing down. So there's always a disproportionate amount of French words that he can say correctly. You know, the writers are slanting it towards his, you know.
Lean towards French for Trebek.
But, you know, like you see like these newscasters do it's with the Spanish. Well, apparently this just in, some fighting has broken out down in Nicaragua. Okay, all right, I get it. You're a globetrotter. I understand. You're a world traveler. But that, you know, it's politically correct to do it with, you know, Spanish. You could never get away with that with, like, the Asian stories, you know. Well, the U.S. diplomat is being sent to Beijing. That might affect the situation. Hong Kong! It's Beijing and Hong Kong. Hey, honey, come watch this guy. He's about to lose his job.
Let's see his face in this. My favorite commercials are the ones like in other language, like in Spanish, like say a Coca-Cola commercial, like Coca-Cola. It's just the one word, you know.
No. Large Coca-Cola.
Large
Coca-Cola Grande.
Coca-Cola Grande.
You still watching the monster truck races on the TV?
Oh, of course.
I know you enjoyed those in the past.
Well, you know, I like, they're fun to watch, but the race, to me, is not what I enjoy. I like to tune in when the race is over and they interview the drivers. Because they always talk about their engine like you know what they're talking about. Hey, what were you thinking during that last run, Earl? Well, you know, I was going pretty good, and about halfway through, the flap coil valve burner started smoking. The hydro pin spring was spurting all out the manifold draft. I knew if I didn't flood that gasket with my last pile on the plate transmission valve, I knew if I couldn't do that, I was going to have to shut her down. Hey, you want to sum that up a little bit? You know.
Okay, we got it.
Like you're following the guy at home. The hydro plate, the coil burner. Well, sure, you had to shut her down. What options had you, Earl? None as per your discourse.
As per
You watching any other TV? And what other TV programs are you enjoying these days?
Well, Robbie Knievel, you know, just
oh yeah, I love it when he jumps everything.
An approaching train.
Yeah.
How do you compete with him, when you're sitting around at dinner talking about, hey, so what's going on? Well, I jumped over an approaching train on my motorcycle. How about you? Well, I picked up a really nice outfit at Walmart. I like, the KNIEVELs, got Robbie doing his thing. He's got his dad, Evil, of course, who doesn't jump anymore. But I feel bad for him.
He doesn't walk anymore.
I don't think he does, man. I feel bad for Evil Knievel because, he's been around. He doesn't do anything anymore. But every time he does a talk show, they want to show him that footage where he fell off the motorcycle at Caesar's Palace and bounced around like 83 times.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's what they show him every time. Hey, do you remember that day, Evil? Oh, no, I don't recollect. And they always ask him what he was thinking right before he hit the ground. What kind of question is that? What were you thinking right before you hit the pavement, Evil? What were you thinking? Oh, I remember thinking, hey, did I turn off the iron? Then my leg snapped in half. Then I was thinking, hey, maybe I should get a puppy. What do you think I was thinking? I was thinking, something like that, if I remember right. Let me go back. Yeah. I believe those were my thoughts. I hope I crystallized them for you. You ever watch these, are you guys into documentaries? Do you watch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What's the Discovery
PBS,
Channel?
love it.
PBS is good. I saw one on PBS recently about whales. This guy has dedicated his life to telling you what the whales are saying. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know how you'd argue with him when he turns in his report, Well, here's what the whales are saying. Oh, okay. Thanks, Charlie. Hey, everybody, here's what the whales are saying. Yeah, Charlie figured it out.
They're going to dispute what Charlie thinks the whales are saying.
Well, they show how he does it. He's out on a ship, and he has a pencil, and he deciphers the whale noises as he hears them. He'll hear like... Oh, he's lonely. No, you're lonely. I'd like to do that for like 2 hours and then turn around and find out that the door's squeaking behind you.
The door is lonely.
The door's lonely. We gotta get that lonely door oiled.
Get another door. Okay.
Oh, it hurts. It's so funny.
Man.
The show's going to be awesome tonight. It's a 444-0008. I remember last time I saw you were talking about television, and you were talking about the fishing shows, which they show incessantly in Alabama, as you can imagine.
In fact, I do that joke, and I was performing one time, and I'm in the middle of a completely different routine, and this guy with like a flannel shirt just walks up in the middle of the show. I see him walking towards the stage, and I'm thinking, well, maybe he's sitting at the front seat, but all the seats are taken, and he walks right up to me, and he hands me a fishing videotape and says, I want you to do that joke now.
During the show?
I'm in the middle of another joke. Okay, well, let's get to the fishing joke now. What it is, it's I'm sure you do this. You watch fishing on TV,
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, you ever been like 10 minutes into watching fishing on TV and then just go, man, I got to get a life, man. I'm watching fishing. I'm not even fishing. I'm watching fishing. I'm taping fishing to watch again later. You're on the phone. Come on over. I got a fishing tape. No, a new one. New one. And at the end of the fishing show, they roll all the credits. They're like about 153 people involved with these two guys fishing. What are they all doing? They're standing around holding boom mics and, shh, they're fishing. Quiet on the set. They're fishing. And one of the credits is film editor. film editor. This poor guy has to watch all the footage that's not exciting enough to make it into the final show. He watches all of that. That must be hell. He's just got to sit there all day going, no, 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 no. That's when they put the worm on the hook. We already got that. We already got that covered. And one of the credits, I'm not making this up, writer. What are they talking about? There's a writer for the fishing show? What's he like sitting at a typewriter? He's a beauty. The guy's got to worry about his lines, Okay, the guy catches a fish. You have a line. Oh, it's a fish and it's a beauty fish. It's a fish and it's a beauty. It's a beauty fish. Okay, cut. You okay, man? Yeah, line.
It's a beauty.
Beauty fish. Beauty fish.
I think I soiled myself.
Can I request the science project bit that you used to do? I'm sure you haven't done this in a long time. This is a bit you did years ago. Do you remember it?
Man. I appreciate the fact that you want to hear it, man. It's basically just me reliving what a moron I was growing up. The science projects. You had to do the science projects for school.
Right, sure.
Do you remember waking up that morning? Your head would pop off your pillow. Oh, no. That's due today. I had 9 months to work on it. I did nothing. I have a cardboard box and a marker. And you'd show up and you find out all the other kids, their parents made theirs for them. I hated that.
Man, they're real elaborate and all.
Well, yeah, they're backing them in on flatbed trucks. The one kid with the volcano, he didn't know how to zip up his own pants, but he built the volcano. And then there was a kid with the solar system. He had a bunch of styrofoam balls held together with coat hangers. Hey, you're breaking some new ground there, Copernicus. He's going, the big yellow one's the sun. The yellow one, all right, calm down. The one in the middle, they refer to, all right. All right already. I didn't know what to do for my project, so I brought in a paper cup just filled with dirt, just hoping they'd know I was an idiot and just walk right on past me, just as long as I was holding something, But the teacher stopped right in front of me. What do you have there, Brian? Oh, it's a cup of dirt. Just put an F on there and let me go home. Well, explain it. Well, it's a cup with dirt in it. I took the cup and decided that I should fill it with the dirt, and then I filled it to a level so that the dirt was in the cup area, and I made sure that it was the cup with the dirt. And I call it cup of dirt.
So you were a big student, is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I got a science scholarship to...
New Lipton cup of dirt.